What's up, guys? Hope you guys are doing well. Hey, wanted to share with you. I wanted to share with you some concepts from one of the greatest business minds alive. Actually, he's not alive now, but in our lifetime. This guy started with $5,000. He saved up $5,000 of his own money, borrowed $20,000 from his parents-in-law, and went into business. Today, the organization that he started provides more jobs in our country than any other organization out there, maybe even in the world. At one point, I think it was the biggest company in the world. I know what you guys are thinking. You're thinking Bill Gates, you're thinking Elon Musk, you're thinking Steve Jobs, right? These are the people that you're thinking of, right? I recently read his book, and it blew my mind. I get questions all the time. Brian, how do I start a business? Brian, how do I become profitable? How do I grow wealth? What do I do to grow wealth? How do I satisfy the needs of my customers? How do I stay competitive in the marketplace? Recognize that guy? This book, Sam Walton, founder and owner, starter of Walmart, this guy wrote this book on his deathbed, okay? He wrote it with the purpose of passing on his ideas and concepts and principles to his kids. And he wanted it to be kind of a memoir for his life. The book is filled with unbelievable gold nuggets. I mean, I marked this book up from top to bottom. Let me share you a couple concepts with you. I hope you guys find this interesting, but if you have any interest in growing wealth, in growing a business, starting a business, you got to read this book. I mean, I can't believe how many people I talk to that have never even heard of this book. Made in America, Sam Walton, right? First concept, he believed in the power of the dollar, all right? And so he created a culture of his organization that was second to none. And he had so many cards stacked against him as far as where he chose to grow his business in the Midwest, so many things. But he said, how in the world could they become a $50 billion company, right? And actually, it's much, much more than that now, but at that time. Basically, the concept is that they knew that every time that they wasted a penny or a dollar anywhere in their organization, ultimately they were taking that value or that waste out of the pockets of their consumers, out of the pockets of their customers. So they had a culture that they wanted to provide the cheapest price, bar none. Very, very different mindset, okay? Secondly, this guy, when he went, when he graduated from college, he went to work at J.C. Penney's and learned a lot there. And he worked his tail off. He was bad with. He was not organized. He was not a fast reader. He was not. Again, there's a lot of things that he made up for just in his effort and focus. But he went to the library. He says that I went to the library and I checked out every book on retailing. And he spent a lot of his off time studying all these concepts from these books. So guys, readers are leaders. This guy created more jobs in our country than any other person. It's amazing what he's done. And the profitability that's come out of Walmart is phenomenal. All right? Secondly, that concept that he saved his money, $5,000 he saved up, and then he started using debt. And if you read his story, he was so leveraged that his daughter used to come to him and cry and say, "Daddy, we owe so much to the banks. What's going to happen?" But he believed in his vision. I'm not saying this is right or wrong. I'm just saying that's what this guy did, and it worked. I think we can all agree. So he saved his money, grew that wealth account. He saved up $5,000, and then he borrowed $20,000. And as he continued to grow stores, he took so many no's. He would go to bank after bank after bank after bank saying, "I want to open another store. I want to open another store. I want to open another store." And he believed in these concepts so much. All right. Another concept. He always had ideas in his head. Okay. And I know you have